Hello, I'm Get the Cans. I was watching a discussion on whether or not they should ban Scientology in France, and a thought had occurred to me as to how we should treat organizations that keep their members, or more specifically forbid their members, from getting proper psychological help for their psychological disorders. Now, while a person may be free to not take the treatment that would ultimately help them, or at least that the treatment's intent is to help them, and that they're more than welcome to suffer for whatever disorder they may have at their own choice, provided that they are not impaired enough to not be able to make any kind of decision, specifically the decision of whether or not to get treatment. But one thing that I would keep in mind while considering these kinds of things is that when a person is so psychologically foregone that they pose a danger to society around them, that society should have the right to be able to step in and say no to whatever beliefs they may have. Now, while I can understand a person should be allowed to believe whatever they want, when that belief includes things that endanger other people, then it kind of steps outside the bounds of just belief and kind of comes into my life, which means I get the right to say something. And you could say that I don't have the right to say anything, and other people, you could say that they have no right to say anything about it. But the thing is, when you directly or indirectly involve yourself in other people's lives, that those people have the right to be able to decide or have a part in playing the outcome of the decision of whether or not the person should receive psychological help or not. Now, while some psychological disorders are relatively harmless, or at least harmless to those who are not currently suffering from the condition itself, there are disorders out there where violent outbursts may be the result. And unfortunately, due to the fact that other people kind of need to be able to live in a safe environment, those people should not be able to have the choice of whether or not they have treatment or not, such as a person who feels compelled to burn things, some sort of sick psychological desire to cause fire, which burns and destroys property. Unfortunately, those people either need to be locked away in a psychological facility in order to treat their disorder, or they need to be locked away in prison in a place where they can't burn anything down as to not bring damage to other people and their lives. And unfortunately, as much as I am for people believing in whatever it is that they want to believe in, I have to say no as far as the going without the treatment because of their beliefs, if such treatment would prevent them from hurting other people outside of themselves. Outside of Scientology, the people who basically live normal lives don't need to have those kinds of people around causing damage. So unfortunately, when it comes to people in a cult, that when the government steps in, it's perfectly and well within its rights to be able to take people who need psychological help and to basically override whatever illusion of rights that person may have. Because unfortunately, if they're so far gone that they're doing things like that, then it's not really a matter of rights anymore. It's not a right of someone to break into my house and steal all of my things and then hurt me and then burn my house down. Whether someone wants to do that or not because of a psychological disorder or simply because of some sick, twisted desire, the reason that we have laws and to put those kinds of people away in jail is because that would cause a lot of unrest and chaos amongst other people's lives. So when it comes to an organization like Scientology that says, oh, you can't do that because it's against our beliefs, well, it doesn't really matter, because as far as your beliefs are concerned, when it poses a danger to the people that are around you, your beliefs are overridden. I'm sorry. Even if 10% of the population was Scientologist, we have 90% of the population we still have to take care of. So you can't just simply disregard that other 90% simply because the 10% believe that they should allow people to have serious and violent psychological disorders to go untreated. So, but other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I just thought I'd kind of throw that out there. So, I hope that everyone out there is doing well for themselves. I'm doing all right. Things are still pretty rough, so I hope things aren't as rough for everyone else as they are for me. I'm far from living on the streets, of course, but getting from point A to point B is just a little bit of a hassle. So it's just one of those things we got to live with, I guess. Anyways, peace out. Yeah, see you there. Bye.